Oh my god, I am freezing cold. And I never complain about it being cold. Wow, that weather changed. And all right, I had to pause it for a second because a gorgeous guy was walking past from the gym. Yeah, nice ass. So that's not what I'm doing the video about. I'm doing the video because I want a racing car just drove. I don't know why this just popped into my bloody head. A racing car just came past. I hold him. I was like, oh fuck, Shane Hart. So Shane Hart, I went to 2.5 years primary school when I first moved from Sydney to Tamworth, and then 4 years of high school, and then after the 4 years of high school, I'd be back home to Sydney. So but he was always, his dad used to race in Bathurst, and he was always, he was a fantastic player. I remember that. He was a great rugby league player. I mean, I've never been interested in rugby league. I played soccer in Sydney. That's all. That's the reason why. But he was a good rugby league player. So was Alan Tongue. Alan Tongue, I went 2.5 years primary school with when we first moved from Sydney to Tamworth. I was told Alan Tongue ended up playing for Canberra Raiders. Anyway, Huddy, so Shane Hart, it was always going to go and, go do racing. Is that my bus coming? He was going to go and be a racing car driver in Bathurst or something. Don't know if you ever did, but if he did, good luck. I hope he's doing well. He was a fantastic guy. We used to be in the same religious class. Some of the classes were together. But yeah, he was a fun guy to be around. Oh look, man, look, there's some shit going on in the last 9 years. I'm going to say that. And anyone from Tamworth that actually knows me, guys, I've said before, I don't have a problem with you guys who know me. I have a fucking problem with the dickheads that know my stepfather and my stepbrother. There's a massive difference, guys. And I'll say this again, it's why I'm shitting with Amanda. And look, we're from Sydney. Like, when people have got wrong information, like, we're usually from Sydney, I'll be back home to Sydney, because I'll tell you what, and I'll do this quick because I think my fucking bus is coming. This is rubbish. What's gone on the last 9 years, the shit that I've had to put up with. I've had people say that there was trauma towards Tamworth and bullshit, and I'm there going, can we tell the truth? There's no fucking trauma towards Tamworth. I just don't go there because I moved back home to Sydney and not really that, close to my mum and her sisters. I find them all to be bitchy women. Like, seriously. Like, fucking hell. Like what trauma? Freaking shit. Melanie Tiberi and Kathy Tiberi, and I haven't seen Brian Tiberi in years, but Mel Tiberi, I made a special effort back in 2003 to drive up there for Mel Tiberi's, and I only drove up there and then back, on one up and then back for Mel Tiberi's engagement to, was it Rick? The chiropractor, was he? Was it Rick? Oh, they didn't stay together. Which is Jace's father. So, see, if I had fucking any bullshit trauma to the place, I wouldn't have, I drove up there for just specifically because Mel Tiberi invited me to her engagement. I was like, okay, I don't really want to spend too long around my family up there. That moved there, but yeah, I'm not going to miss this to see Mel, sure. Like in Kath Tiberi. Oh, guys, mate, you've got to be transparent with me, guys, and tell me what the fuck's going on. Because I don't know. All I know is what I'm hearing and what I'm hearing back. Like, I can tell all you guys now from Tamworth, we had a horse stud in Sydney. Mum sold it. Well, actually, Mum bought the house in Tamworth first, then sold the place in Sydney and moved there. And I've got to say, where Mum's street is in Tamworth is beautiful. Yeah. Like, fucking look at Marge's place. Look at the place next door. Look at Michael Bly's place. Look at the Duns up the end of the road. Look at the Morbies next door. Like, it's a beautiful street. To have lived on. Christ almighty, everyone's a fucking millionaire on the street. But that's not here or there. I've got no idea what shit has gone on, and when people aren't transparent to me and tell me, and I'm hearing some shit back, then yeah, I'm hearing some shit back even in fucking immigration. I got he had some shit back from people from Rosary College. I'm like, mate, you never knew me when I went to Rosary College. I never affiliated with you. Yeah, like you guys, you got to be transparent and tell me. I've always been a very upfront, honest, loyal, transparent person, so I expect the same back. And when I don't get it back, man, I'm pissed off at people. I'm like, right, you want to disrespect me? I'll be a cunt. I've never said anything wrong about people that know me. And look, some weird shit. Some organisations in Sydney thought I was from some outback Aboriginal, like, deadbeat country town. That was going around too, and it's like, well, guys, you know, Tamworth isn't that. Tamworth was a very rich town, still is, and it's a great sort of, well, it's not a town, it's a city, and it received streetlights before Sydney. So I don't know what shit's going on, I don't really care, but don't make up shit about me and then, or whoever was doing it, then cost me damages. As for my life in the city, yeah. So my grandfather had racing horses. Yeah, racing horses in the city. Grandfather Reginald George Purdy, he had paces and trotters. Two of them I remember the names. One of them was Shadow Sue, and the other one was Tarago Time. My great grandfather was a jockey, Arthur Keegan. They owned racehorses. They owned racehorses in Wellington. But Nan said that her grandmother's sister had racehorses in Sydney, and I asked Nan. I said, "Well, where's she keeping?" Because she's from Bellevue Hill, and she's from Bellevue Hill, which is Nan's, because that's where Nan's cousin was living. And Nan said she kept him in Renwick. And there's no reason for Nan to lie. And then I asked Mum's cousin, which was, looking out for my boss. So Sharon Newcomb is Mum's cousin, which is Arnie Murray. So Mari's daughter, which is my Nana Lola's sister. Anyway, Sharon and Chick Newcomb, they've moved from Leichhardt to the Central Coast to near Foster. And I asked Anna Sharon about Mum's side, and I said, well, about, you know, having racehorses in the city. She goes, well, her mother kept her racehorse in Leichhardt. She lived in Leichhardt. She kept it in the park across the road because people had horses in the city then. And I thought, well, yeah, I should know this, considering that I grew up riding horses in Moore Park. And Steve and Rose, who owned Moore Park Riding School, I don't know if they still do or not, but Rose should know my younger auntie, Marianne Mahowski, her maiden name's Purdy, so Marianne Purdy. And of course my mother, Carol Purdy. Yeah, so this is ridiculous. So unless people are going to be upfront and honest, because what I've said is the truth, you want to be transparent to me. I've had some weird shit. I've had some weird people start involving themselves in my life since I've gone through this whole green card process. I'm not impressed about it. Anyway, that's it. I'll leave it there so it's on the 10 minutes and uploads. But yeah, like I only lived in Tamworth for 6 years. Then I went back from Models Quest back in October 96. Then I moved around again. Then I went back and worked at the Powerhouse by Ridges. Well, it wasn't the Powerhouse by Ridges back then, but it was the Powerhouse. I was in 1999. I was only there briefly for 1999. Yeah, that's it. So, look, what I've said is the truth. Look, I don't know. Yeah, like my dad's not Mark Rackley. There you go. That's my stepfather. He's a fucking loser. That's why I'm getting accused of being someone from outback Australia, because my stepfather's first family is from like South Australia, and that's the issue I have with New South Wales Police. So dickheads. Mark Rackley is my stepfather. Daniel Rackley, who moved from South Australia to Tamworth, is my stepbrother. I got combined with those people from New South Wales Police. My father's Mark Ian Fleming, from Parramatta. When he was with Mum, we had the horse start in Rudy Hill. Freaking freezing cold. And then he's lived just as long as on the Central Coast, Empire Bay, as my mum's lived in Tamworth. Well, Dad's been Empire Bay for almost 30 years. Different people. I've been saying this for years. So, yeah, look, I'll tell you now, government departments had it wrong. The New South Wales Police had it wrong, and they don't want to admit to it because it's damaging. It's damaged me for 9 years. So I'll say it again, my boss, I am not fucking related to the Rackleys. Yeah, Faith Marie Rackley is my half-sister. We're related from my mother's side, not her father's side. Then she's got other siblings on her father's side, which are fuckwits. This is going on for 9 years. Even where I live, everywhere I've lived, I've had people say, oh, it's Justin Rackley. Yeah, it's never been Justin Rackley. I'll tell you now, Shane Hutt would never have known me as Justin Rackley. He used to call me Jay. Alan Tongue never knew me as Justin Rackley. He used to call me Jay. And if anyone ever called me Rackley, I used to send around straight away to him and said, my name's not Rackley. Mum just remarried before moving here. Mark Rackley's not my father, it's my stepfather. You know, we've got different last names. I'm Fleming. So everybody who actually knew me from Tamworth knew me as Fleming. And people who don't know me knew me as Mum's second husband's name. So that's it. I'll leave it there because someone's coming.